One question that I get a lot is, if you're going to get divorced, then why get married anyway? And while I'd say that the reasons for getting married do vary somewhat from person to person, they usually come down to the fact that people fell in love, that people wanted to have a partner, to build a life together, and sometimes even to start a family. Another point I would also make from the very beginning is that most people aren't going into marriage thinking about the divorce. I'm a divorce attorney, so I'm always thinking about divorce, but I'm a bit of the exception rather than the rule here. But all sorts of reasons go into why we get married. And for me, it was pretty much the same. I fell in love and I wanted to start a family. I wanted to build a life. And that's what we have been doing for the past 11 years. And it's been wonderful. But it's also not a blank check. It doesn't mean that no matter what happens, you have to stay locked into this relationship. If things aren't working out, if it's abusive, or it's toxic, or it's unhealthy for you in any way, if you're unhappy or unfulfilled, if your kids are suffering, then there's no reward at the end of the day for staying in a marriage that's dead anyway, or a marriage that isn't bringing you any happiness. So I think that the reasons for getting married and the reasons for getting divorced are usually kind of along the same lines: for happiness, for personal fulfillment, to live the kind of life that you want. But it doesn't mean you're stuck, and it doesn't mean you should be stuck.